Good morning once again, racing fans. It's Mike from horseracingbarns.com. It's also Good Friday. Wish everyone a good Friday. We had a good Thursday yesterday. If you were paying attention, we had the early pick 4 yesterday. It ended up being a $12 investment. Got you back $210.30. So that's a good thing. And that was our final day at Gulfstream Park. Now they're running till Sunday. But we're switching over to Keeneland starting today because those races are just a little bit better and the competition's a little bit better. The only thing I don't like about Keeneland is the synthetic racetrack, but we'll give it a shot anyway. So we're going to start today with the first race, and it is the first 2-year-old race of the year. It's at the about distance of 4.5 furlongs. It's called the Healy course at Keeneland. We're going to go. Wesley Ward has an entry in here of 1 and 1A. He's only going to run one of them. If he runs the 1A, I would use it. I like the workouts on that horse. He's very good with these babies. That's one of his specialties. I'm also going to use number 2 in here, Count on Silver. And this is a horse that has worked very well from the gate at Keeneland. The trainer's decent with 2-year-olds. And you're going to get a fair price on this one. I also like number 3, Larry Zippet. And this horse is also, his trainer's also done very well with babies. So let's go 1A, 2, and 3 in here. And let's remember that there's 50-cent rolling pick 3s in every race at Keeneland. So, you know, if you can play the pick 3 for 50 cents too. So it's not a bad go. But in the second race, we start our first pick 4 of the day. This is a 40,000 claimer, non-winners at 2 lifetime. And this is at 6 furlongs. In here, I like number 4, Red Maserati, the likely favorite, but not necessarily the winner. Has had one race at Keeneland that was okay. Broke his maiden in this last down in Gulfstream. Gets Julian Leperoux. Also like number 6 in here, Bally Clue for Kenny McPeak. McPeak kind of points his horses for this meet. This horse hasn't run since November, been training in Florida. I look for him to run good as well. And number 8, Hidden Ace, is my third choice in here. And this is Larry Jones, a good friend of mine. He's brought this horse up from the fairgrounds. Horse has been running decent. He's got a good sprint pedigree. Let's do 4, 6, and 8 in here. The third race is the bottom level $10,000 claimer at 6 furlongs on the main track on the poly. And in here I'm going to single. We're going out on a limb here just a little bit. Looking even finer is the 7 horse. And this is a horse of Michael Stidham's. Now this horse ran for $5,000 claimer last time out down at Hawthorne. It was a good second, and it was his first race since September. Horse has had a lot of experience on the synthetic racetrack, has a win at this track, has 2 wins at this track. He's 3-1, but I think he's the single in today's early pick 4. Race number 4 is a non-winners of 3 other than allowance, or optional claimer for $80,000. This is good fillies here. A lot of these horses have been in stake races. Some of them have won stake races. I'm going to use number 2, Skylara, for Roger Atfield. Horse has been training down to Payson Park. He's a Canadian trainer, and he always makes a stop in Keeneland on his way to Canada. This horse has a lot of synthetic experience. Rajiv Marat, we'll use him. Number 3 is Zermatt for Todd Pletcher. This is a filly right here that's 2 for 2 at Keeneland. She won last fall. She won the fall before. She's speed. You know, she's undefeated on the racetrack, so that's good enough for me. I have to include her. My third horse in here will be number 7, Bouquet Booth. This is for Steve Margolis. Horse had 1 start since July. Was a good second at the fairgrounds. Has run well at Keeneland. This horse is multiple stakes placed. Stakes winner. Robbie Alvarado sticks with them. In here, 2, 3, and 7. Race 5 is A other than allowance. at a mile on turf. This is a nice race right here. A lot of ways you can go. I like number 3, Grip Hands for Graham Motion. Horse coming off of a small layoff, February 18th. Ran some good races down in Florida on the grass. Obviously with a good turf pedigree. Going to use him. Also like number 6 in here, Depeche Chat. You're going to get a little price here with this horse. One time on the turf so far, and that was at Gulfstream. It was decent 6th in a race that's turned out to be a very key race. Corporate Jungle won the race. He come back and won the stake on Saturday. Za Approval was 2nd, came back and won. Canagaro was 3rd in here, and that horse was just barely beaten by Za Approval in its last. This horse only got beat 4 lengths by those. At 10-1, I think he's a live long shot. Also like number 11, Bowman's Causeway for Chad Brown. This horse has never tried the turf. Has had a couple of races on the synthetic. He's got a great turf pedigree. Giants Causeway. I think you have to use him. So this is going to be a $13.50 pick 4. We're going to go 4, 6, 8 with 7, with 2, 3, 7, with 3, 6, 11. So hopefully we can get that early pick 4, and we'll have some ducats to play here in this late pick, in this pick 5, which starts in race 6. And it's a maiden special weight at 7 furlongs. For fillies, 3-year-olds and up. Sorry, just 3-year-olds, straight 3-year-olds. In here I like number 3, Gleaning. This is Charlie Lopresti, and he kind of like points his horses for the Keeneland meet. This horse has been training at Keeneland all winter long. Has had some solid breezes. His one and only race at Turfway was just okay, but I believe it was just getting the horse ready for here. Also like number 7 in here, Fast Bobby J for Phil Sims. The horse had a good 2nd at Keeneland last fall in its first lifetime start. Subsequent 2 races at Fairgrounds were just okay. It's come back and worked well at Keeneland. You're probably going to get a square price here. The other horse I like in here is number 12, Run Lady Run. Again, Roger Atfield. Horse is trained at Payson Park, and this is a stopover on its way to Canada. This could be a prep because the horse is Canadian bred. So, you know, they might be trying to just get the horse ready and go up there and break its maiden. But I do believe the horse is a live horse, and you got to use it. Race 7 starts the $150,000 guaranteed pick 4. In here, this is a 7 furlong race, A other than for fillies. And I'm singling number 1, Funny Proposition. This horse broke her maiden the first time out down at Churchill in July and has been off ever since. I know the people that take care of this horse, and I'm good friends with Mark Cassie and Norm, and I know they're high on this little filly. And if she takes to the synthetic, I believe she's the winner. We're going to move on to race 8. And race 8 is a money other than allowance, $65,000 purse. This is at the Beard course of 7 furlongs, 184 feet. Well, this is a good race, really good race. I'm going to go with number 2, Captain Candyman Can. Multiple stakes placings. Has made almost $800,000. Has run at Keeneland, has run well here at Keeneland. Gets 7 furlongs, I think that's what he needs. Definitely got to use him. The other 2 I like in here are number 8, Adil. And this is a horse who has shown an affinity for the Poly. Has had 1 start since November, and that was at Tampa. And he ran 5th, but he was closing hard. Only got beat 2 lengths. He's a live long shot in here. The other one is Successful Dan. And this is a horse that's done well at Keeneland. Charlie Lopresti again. This horse hasn't run since November 2010. That's a little bit of a concern. It's hard to win off that much of a layoff. But the horse likes the track. He's got big numbers from his past. And if he's right, he's going to be hard to beat. So in here we'll go 2, 8, and 9. Which brings us to race 9, which is the Grade 3 Transylvania. This always kicks off the meet the spring meet at Keeneland, and it's a 3-year-old stake at a mile and a 16th on the grass. A very competitive field. You could easily go all in here, and I don't think it would be a bad thing at all. I think almost every horse in there has a chance. I've settled on just 2. I'm going to go with number 3, Travel Advisory. This is a horse that's coming off a win at Fairgrounds in its last. It's got a turf pedigree. Could be a live long shot. Gets Manny Cruz. My other horse in here is number 5, Monastic. A little disappointing in its first start since November at at Tampa, but it was still third. It was the big chalk in there, but kind of hung a little bit. Probably needed to race. This was probably the goal all along. Julian Leperoux stays with this horse. I'll go 3-5 in here. We end the day in race 10, and it's a maiden $50,000 claimer at a mile and a 16th on the poly track. I'm going to go 2 deep in here. I like number 4, Socket to Me Samurai for Kenny McPeak. Once again, McPeak really gets his horses primed for this meet. This horse ran second at this level at Gulfstream in its last. And the move to the synthetic should not be a problem. And the other one I'm going to use is number 5, Son of a General. Horse is running 2 competitive races down at Gulfstream Park. Takes the drop from maiden special weight to 50,000 claimer. Has hit the board 6 out of its 8 lifetime starts. Going to go with those 2 in here. There's a couple other ways you could go in here. Number 6 is live in here. That's Johnny V and Michael Trombetta. Horse has been running on grass, but has been running competitively. You could use him as well. For my money, I'm going 4 and 5. So our pick 5 is going to be a very small one, $18. 3, 7, 12 with 1, with 2, 8, 9, with 3, 5, with 4, 5. Now tomorrow's Wood Memorial Day. We're going to do 2 cards tomorrow. We're going to do the Aqueduct card. We'll have a video and a post on that. And we're also going to do the Keeneland card, and we'll have a separate video and a separate post for that. So congratulations if you got that pick 4 yesterday. Let's make some more money today. Good luck to everybody. May the horse be with us all.